Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained RPG Review. I am Game Master Bloodworth, and as you can see by the graphics, I'm going to be talking about Critical Role's DaggerHeart. As many of you probably know, DaggerHeart went into open beta yesterday, March 12th. This is my first opportunity to actually dig into it and to start taking a look at pieces of it, and really excited about doing that. The amount of information released on it is really quite copious. It's a tremendous document that was released, plus a full length adventure, and then there is website support for character creation, which I will spend a little time looking at as well. And there are so many components to this that has been released within the last 24 hours that it quite frankly is going to take several videos just to start breaking it down. Now, I know I put a very provocative subtitle to this and asking the question, is it the D&D 5.5 killer we are looking for? And what I mean by that is that if we go back to January of 2023 and the self-inflicted OGL 1.1 crisis that Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast created for itself, ever since that moment, major portion of the tabletop role-playing game hobby, the players and the game masters have been looking for someone else, some other publisher, some other game system to take the crown and just basically break the overemphasis on Dungeons and Dragons 5e, Wizards of the Coast variant of Dungeons and Dragons, and we've seen a lot of great strides from a number of publishers out there these past 15 months or so since the OGL crisis, and many of us have been waiting for Critical Role to step up and to show us something. Now, they attempted to show us Candela Obscura, and I don't think that really met the expectations that that many of us in the OSR and in the indie scene of the tabletop role-playing hobby was really looking for. It wasn't really something that we could grab onto, and this here, however, does seem to have a much better chance, let's say, of being a true challenger to Dungeons and Dragons 5.5. Now, I've heard some people say already, it's not due to come out until 2025, but we've already been told that 5.5 isn't completing its run potentially until 2025 either. So neither of these are going to be competing separate from one another. They are certainly going to be contemporaries during the same time frame. At least that's my argument about it, because I don't anticipate Wizards of the Coast getting all of 5.5 or whatever they want to call it, all of it out there by December of 2024. They've already said that the Monster Manual is not coming out until February of 2024. And if the Player's Handbook, which is supposed to come out in September, gets delayed at all for whatever reason, then that's going to push back the Dungeon Master's Guide, which was supposed to come out in either October or November. And I can certainly foresee everything pushing forward into 2025 anyhow. So without further ado, I'm just going to touch on some of the various areas that you can look at for DaggerHeart Open Beta and get those materials. So I am going to switch views here, And I'm bringing you first to the, so this is the web page, right? So when you go to Darrington Press, you'll just look for DaggerHeart and you'll come right in here. And open beta playtest is right now. And you can download and print, if you like, the PDF materials from the DaggerHeart website. There's also a version. So visit one of our 2 digital platform partners for the version of materials on Demiplane and also on DriveThruRPG, where you can also get it. And you can create a character on Demiplane, and I may actually demonstrate that a little bit to you tonight. They have some videos that you can watch here talking about 101, DaggerHeart 101, so that's basically the rules. And I haven't watched any of this yet, so I'm just letting you know that this is my first look at just the materials they've put out here for you to take a look at. And so on. There's a playtest now, which you can go into, and this is where you can print. And I already put out the documents there that you can check out. And we will go there next. So I saw this here, and it said, start here. So this was in a zip file that you, when you download the PDF, it's all in a zip file. And this is the first one. So it says, start here. So this is where I started. And let me just make sure that we are looking at the same thing at the same time. These materials are from March 12, 2024. Before starting each session, I recommend checking to see if there are any updates. So you would just keep on going back and checking and seeing if there's any updates. The Quick Start Adventure is a great place to begin. We built it to streamline play for those who are learning DaggerHeart. It includes a 3-hour adventure, a walkthrough of core rules, and 5 pre-generated characters. So, and I've downloaded that as well, so I'm going to switch right to there because that's where they told us to go. And again, I will double check to make sure we are looking at the same thing. So here we have a 39-page quick start adventure and guide. And I will expand on this a little bit. I'm just going to flip through this really fast. I will do a more in-depth cover of this in a separate video. So this is going to be a new series as I go through here. We go into what looks like right into characters. So Marlowe Fairwind. She is a lore-born elf sorcerer. Character sheets and cards. And then here is her actual character sheet. Sorcerer, Arcana, and Midnight. And she has an evasion of 9 and armor of 5. I have a feeling it might be, it seems kind of low for armor, so we'll see how the system actually works. I know virtually nothing about the system, so this is I know it's based on a 2d12 system, so that'll be interesting to see how that works. So she has a strength of a -1, a finesse of a +1, she had agility of 0, an instinct of +2, a presence of +1, and a knowledge of 0 as well. Kind of interesting for a sorcerer to have a knowledge of 0, but and from what I've seen is that you get to place these where you wish, and you have the same distribution, right? So you'll have 1 +2, 1 -1, 2 +1s, and 2 zeros to move around however you wish. But again, I will learn as I go and see. That's just from a very brief video I've seen of someone else putting together a character. Hit points and stress. We have minor is at 3, major is at 8, 13 is at severe. Again, I don't understand the system yet. But anyway, so we have a first character. The section denotes your class. So they describe each section of the character sheet. They go into the character's community, ancestry, and then subclass. And then there is she apparently has 2 different domains. She has a Unleash Chaos domain, that's a spell, and she has the level domain as a Rain of Blades. Barnacle is another character. This is an Underborn Ribbit Rogue. So it looks like a frog rogue. And I believe they played these characters last night. So again, here's the 5 starting characters. I'm not sure if you do like some kind of a fold or something with the way they have those laid out. Here is a Wanderborn Giant Guardian. He's a Guardian, Valor and Blade. I guess is his subclass or his features. This is his level 1 loadout. From the looks of it, they're going to have cards that go along with this as well, because these very much look like cards. So here's the adventure, and I'm not going to spoil the adventure for you, or at least not during this video. But we can see, I mean, there is 39 pages. That's pretty extensive. So we're going to go back to, back to this shot here and make sure we're looking at it. So then there was one other thing, and this is the open beta. This is the open beta document. All right, and as you can see, this is 377 pages. So this is why this video is just a very, very first look at this game, because there is a lot here to actually start digging through. And you can see that this has clearly been in development for some time, because you're not going to just churn out 377 pages in 12 months. So they had to have been planning this for quite some time, and I fully expect that it will be ready by 2025, considering they already have 377 pages written for it. And then I will take you over to Demiplane. So in Demiplane here, it's free to make an account, although they do have a subscribe, so I don't know what exactly that is for. But you just click on DaggerHeart and you click on Create a Character, and it will take us to this screen. And again, I'm not going to mess around with this too much. Let's play. So we start here, and we can do, can I change these? No, I can't change those yet. The avatar, I guess we have to select the character and the level first. So name. I'm going to name this character Blood Wolf. Okay. And Blood Wolf is going to be first level. Pronouns, I'm not going to bother with that. Let's see. Let's find somebody who looks like a barbarian. He does. Okay. So step 1 is done. Getting started. Let's see what else I need to do here. Choose your class. Assign your traits. Trait modifiers are values associated. Adjusted rolls, final results. Distribute the following starting modifiers across your character traits in any order you wish. So a +2, 2 +1s, a 0, 0, and a -1. So yeah, I was right about that. That you're going to get those modifiers, and you can place them as you wish. I don't know why I can't do it here on the screen just yet, but maybe I have to select more or begin more stuff. So, and let's go begin. Choose an ancestry. Choose a community and then get started. So heritage. Oh, this is kind of heritage. I'm looking for human. I'm going to go with human. So select. I've seen it where there's more graphics. I don't know why I'm getting so little graphics on this. I've seen pictures before. Choose a community. So that's human. Choosing a community now. I want to go with a kind of like a barbarian type. So I will go here. And now a class. Let's go with a, well, there's no barbarian. I guess I will go with the warrior class. And class features. So now I'm a warrior. Now I choose my select, choose your subclass. So my subclass, I'm going to go with Call of the Brave. When you fail a roll with fear, you gain a hope. Playtest Quick Start Adventure. Call of the Slayer. Add dice from this card to your weapon attack or damage playtest. All right, I will do that. Select your traits. So I select my 4 traits. So I want my +2, I want my strength, my agility, I want a +1, my finesse, oh, my other +1, I want my other +1 to be an instinct. And then my -1, I want to be my knowledge. Okay. And I choose 2 weapons, it seems. So I'm going to choose 2 weapons. Arcane Gauntlets, 2-handed tier, 0 magic, primary weapon. Let's just go with let's find a sword. Let's go board. A returning blade, 1-handed. That's interesting. Let's just go with a long sword. And then my second weapon, so that's selected. I don't know what a returning blade is. Well, that's also primary. Oh, here we go. Secondary weapon is a round shield. Or a whip. A sword and a whip is pretty cool. I might go with that. Why not? All right. Armor. I will select this. Armor. I am going to go with chainmail. Take your starting inventory. Let's see. I guess I want a health potion and I want a sharpening stone. And now take domain cards too. Deft maneuvers. Bone when you're targeted, a ranged attack. Mark a stress. All right, nimble. Wow, this card. Good enough. Blade, I will take blade. And I'll take whirlwind. And heritage, I already did. Oh, I need experiences now. So let's go to experiences. Choose your description. I'm not going to do that now. Answer background. Generate experiences. I don't know what that means. All right. I'm not going to level up. So let's see if I'm done. All right, let's take a look at the character sheet. Oh, what happened? It just, let's go back. Let's see if it saved what I just did. I just tried to open it up and go to character sheet. Oh, here we are. All right, so do I have everything? Yes, I do. So here is my character sheet. And let's try that again and see if I can open up his character sheet. It was weird before it crashed when I tried to do that. So you're seeing this in real time. Very cool. Retaliation, Whirlwind, Warrior, Call of the Slayer, Human, and Wildborn. Wow, this looks pretty impressive. And let's see what we can do here. Let me just see if I can print this guy out. How many pages is it? It looks like only one page. Let's cancel. I'm not sure. I don't see an option to print. Looks like they have downtime and conditions active. Let's see. Anyway, I will look later to see if there's some way to. I'll look later to see if there's some way to print it out. But anyway, let me go back to here and go back to here. So as you can see, I mean, there's a lot there. Pretty easy to make up a character. I guess there's a little bit of tweaking to do with that as far as I've seen it before where it has better graphics when you're selecting those things. So maybe I was doing I accessed it in a different way, but that finalized character sheet looks really nice. So I do like that. I wish I could just print it and see, but the the end result of this character sheet, I will bring us back to that one more time to take a look at it, but this looks nice. Again, I just don't see an option to I don't see an option to print. Let's see. I don't know what that does. I don't know what this icon down here does. Duality, I don't know what that means. Yeah, so I don't see an option here to select your portrait. I got that. Copy link, generate code, viewing permissions, me only. Yeah, I don't see print yet, so maybe that's coming. But I mean, I could print it like this, but it's coming up. I'm only getting the first page. It's not giving me an option to go beyond that first page. Even with the selection of pages all, portrait. Let's see what happens if I do layout. Gives me a tiny, tiny bit more. Yeah, it doesn't give me the whole page. But anyway, I don't want to harp on that too much. Let's get us back over to here. So looks pretty cool, and going to start digging into the game system over the next couple of days and such. And so this is certainly an interesting first look, and it looks pretty cool. So I hope you enjoyed this. I will be seeing you sometime soon on the gaming screen or at a convention. Looking forward to that. I've already reached out and had some contact with the convention organizer for the next convention I'm going to. Looking to bring him onto the channel so he can talk about Rising Phoenix game convention coming up in April. That's April 19th through the 21st. I will be there. I will be running Shadow Dark, and I actually just got this in the mail today. So this is the Slumbering City from Tom Wilson. So that's one of the games that I'll be running. And hey, DaggerHeart will possibly be something on my selection of probably about like 8 to 10 games that I run per year. And DaggerHeart might certainly be one of those for 2025 or possibly even sooner, possibly just using the materials we currently have. I could see myself possibly running a one-shot someplace along the lines with this. So looks pretty good, so if I didn't say it earlier, I mean, I'm not someone who has been a Critical Role fan. Not that I dislike their stuff, it's just not my kind of thing to watch, live plays and that kind of thing, but they are certainly super, super important for the hobby as a whole. And it's good to see them actually coming out with their own game system, and one that might actually have some legs to it, and and I wish them success with it, and hope that the system actually is really good, because I like to play around with other game systems, and since this one is based on a 2D12, I'm anxious to see how that actually works out. So that'll be pretty cool as well. So you'll have a great rest of your evening, and be on the lookout for some additional videos tomorrow morning. Take care.